what we're gonna talk about today is something that I keep getting asked over and over and over again, and that is what's up with these weight loss medications. Today, you're gonna learn what these medications are, what they do, what are their side effects, and then I'm gonna give you some insight as well from a registered dietitian on if you should take these medications. Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Brittany Payton, registered dietitian, fitness guide, and mindset coach here from 180 Well, helping you busy women who are really and truly trying to figure out their body and their health, helping you turn from chronic sickness and illness to total wellness. Let's jump on in. What are these medications? These medications actually are not NOT, at least the first ones were not at all weight loss medications. These medications are actually intended for diabetes management. They are incretin hormone antagonist. So ultimately, you'll see GLP and GLP-1, GIP. These are hormones. These are incretin hormones. So an incretin hormone is secreted and it gives a message. Always remember, hormones always give messages. I want you to think if this medication is telling my hormones what to do, it's an antagonist. So it's telling it to be on and stay on. It's like, hey, if I have a light that needs to turn on, but if it's always on, I never need to turn it on. So it's ultimately doing the action all the time, so it never needs to be turned on. So there's three big things that these medications are going to do. Number one, it's going to help your pancreas increase the production of insulin whenever you have carbs. Number two, it's going to prevent your body from making and releasing too much glucose into your bloodstream. The third thing it does is helps your body to slow down digestion, so it slows down the process of food going through your digestive tract, getting absorbed into your bloodstream, so it has a slower absorption of blood sugar into your bloodstream. So the big thing with these medications is ultimately they were initially created for diabetes management, but they started to find out that people were starting to lose a little bit of weight on the medication. If you look at the studies, they were losing weight about 24 weeks in, and that was the usual routine. And then the weight loss would kind of taper off a bit, kind of similar to many of the diets that are out there. So the studies that they've done on their own medication show that taking Ozempic, you can lose anywhere from 8 to 14 pounds. Taking Wegovy, you can lose from 12 to 25 pounds. And taking Mounjaro can cause you to lose up to 35 pounds. These are the claims that the medications offer. All right, so the thing is, remember, it's always may. It's not guaranteed, and the thing is, everybody is a little bit different. There are side effects to this, and they can be pretty severe. A lot of the side effects definitely stem from the slowing down of digestion in your system. So remember, the food that you eat is going to sit in your stomach and in your digestive tract for a longer period of time. That can be pretty uncomfortable. That can cause you to feel like you're constipated. That can give you a little bit of nausea. That can make you want to vomit if you have too much food in your stomach and your body is trying to get rid of that extra food. Ultimately, that food sitting there in your stomach for longer periods of time and fermenting in your stomach, that can cause also a lot of gassiness and bloating. You can see a lot of stomach pains and stomach cramping. Often there can be issues with inflammation of your pancreas. There can also be a lot of kidney problems, kidney failure, gallbladder issues, medullary, thyroid, cancer. And did I mention constipation and diarrhea? So it can be a really uncomfortable road. Most people don't want to feel that uncomfortable on the way to weight loss. So from the opinion of a registered dietitian, would I recommend my clients to take this? Would I recommend for you to take this? Now look, that is up to you. What I would recommend, first, I want you to remember that this medication ultimately works as long as you take it. So that means that it's going to work with helping you lose weight or maintain that specific amount of weight loss until you stop taking it. So that's great. It sounds awesome, but the thing is, when you stop taking it, it stops working. Have you heard people say before that all money ain't good money? Let me tell you that all weight loss is not good weight loss. Many people rebound. Studies show that people gain about 2/3 of the weight back. I've seen it where they gain all the weight back and then some. If you've ever done a diet before, you know what happens. You lose the weight on the diet. You're so excited. You're so happy. You're doing all the things. And then you stop doing that diet, and what happens? Ultimately, you gain all the weight back and then some, leaving you in a worse position than when you started. And that can be extremely frustrating. One thing I don't like about this medication is that it stereotypically puts everybody in the same boat and says that if you are overweight or obese, you're there because ultimately you were eating too much. I serve people all the time, and that is not the case. Generally, it is another problem of maybe eating too little and then eating the wrong kind of food when you finally do get around to eating. So the thing is, eating less food is not always the answer. As you eat less food, you incur more problems. So less food, less nutrients, less vitamins, less of the calories that you need. And the thing is, the weight loss that you're having is probably not the kind of weight loss you want. It's not necessarily fat loss. It could be muscle mass wasting. And when you have that kind of weight loss, what happens is you slow your metabolism down. So when you come back out of this and you're no longer taking the medication, you gain the weight back and then some, because your body is in an altered state where you have less muscle mass and you have a slower metabolism. And then you're stuck with the hard work of trying to get the metabolism rolling again and get it up and running. Another thing I want you to ponder is you shouldn't have to feel sick in order for you to look good. The thing is, if you have nausea, vomiting, constipation, diarrhea, you have super poor appetite and you feel like crap because you're always full and you can't get anything in your system because ultimately your digestive tract is just overwhelmed and overloaded because it's going slow. Those are not feelings that you should feel on the journey to healthy and productive weight loss. I want you to think, how did you gain this weight? Did you gain this weight because maybe we have a few bad habits and bad patterns that are going on? So you can't overcome bad habits and bad patterns with a pill or with a shot or an injection or surgery. This is a lifestyle habit or a pattern that needs to change. And so doing this quick fix is not going to fix the problem. There is no shortcut to success. No shortcut to success when it comes to weight loss and just about anything in life. When it comes down to it, you're always going to have to find the right kinds of food that is good for you and your body. You're going to have to make sure that you are honoring your body with the appropriate portions and amounts of food that you need, so that way you can get the calories, vitamins, and minerals and nutrients that you need, so that way you can function properly and live a truly healthy life. Look, it's more than just losing weight. It's about really treating your body with care and love, so that way you can have a productively healthy life for years to come. So look, don't let it just be weight loss. Let it be so much more than that. I hope that you learned a bit more about these medications, and I hope you make some great choices. And if you need some help, if you're like, I really do want to learn how to change my eating and my mindset, and I want to do better, look, stay tuned to this channel, number one. I'm going to give you more insight, information, and tips and techniques on how to do that. But also too, if you feel like, you know what, I really need somebody to walk with me on this journey, look, reach out, go to my website, get180well.com. Go ahead in the comments, let me know if this was helpful. Also too, if you've taken these medications and you have some stories, or you identify with this, or this resonates with you in certain ways, or you were thinking about it and you want to talk about it further, go ahead, put some comments down below. Let's talk about it. Let's start a conversation. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for popping in, popping on, and letting me talk to you about this topic today. And I can't wait to see you on our next video. Peace. Bye.